So I've been asking myself more and more, is it time to move away from this and move more towards this? Let's discuss. Hey there everybody, it's Rev Kev here. Pray you are having an amazing day today. If you're new to the channel, would love it if you would hit that subscribe button, like the videos, and more importantly for me is to comment. I love interacting with you in the comment section of each and every video, so appreciate that. Today I want to talk about paper comic books. I've been collecting comic books for as long as I can remember. I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of comic books at home. I've been collecting them ever since I was a little guy. It was something I used to do with my father when I was growing up, when I was a little one. Something I used to do with my kids when they were little. And it's just been a big part of my life for as long as I can remember. Well, there's been a lot of conversations going on about the state of the comic book industry, especially over the last couple of weeks since the firing of Dan DiDio from DC Publishing. A lot of speculation, a lot of rumors online. Is Marvel buying DC? Is DC Publishing being shut down? A lot of conversation about it. And as I was sitting down reading the latest issue of Batman Superman the other night, which, by the way, this series is awesome. The art in here is absolutely gorgeous. This is good stuff. The story in here is great. The art is great. The quality of this is great. Really enjoying this series. But as I was sitting down reading, enjoying a nice quiet evening, getting caught up on some comic book reading, dawned on me, is it time for this industry to change? Now, I know that word, change, is a very scary word for so many people. Heck, what I do for a living, that's a terrifying word. See, as a pastor, we seem to have to deal with the fact that in churches, people don't like change. And the challenge in my world as churches is when we love the method more than we love the mission, we're going to be in trouble. And I think that's why we see so many mainline churches closing their doors, unable to reach people with a message of love and of hope and of redemption, a great message that every single person needs to know, but people can't hear it because of the method. I'm a big believer, as a Christian leader in the community, that we need to share the timeless message of Jesus in a fashion that is timely. We need to be able to connect with today's culture. And I'm wondering if the switch from this now to digital is the way to go for the comic book industry as well. The reality is this format is much more common than it was even 10 years ago. Everyone's got a nice touchpad. Everyone's got a really nice cell phone. Everyone's got a really strong, powerful mobile device. And the reality of this industry is paper is really expensive. Shipping paper is really expensive. Producing it is expensive. And environmental concerns in the production of pulp and paper in that whole industry is something that a lot of people are evaluating. Now, I get it. Collectors, we want this. We want our comic books. We want our comic book to put in our little bag and board. We got to have our little bag and board, and we got to keep it just right. Make sure we don't crest the corners, and we put it in here, and we put it in our boxes because maybe one day it's going to be worth $1 million. I think those days are gone. I think those days of the comic book, boom like that, in my opinion, I think those are gone. We're never going to see that again. That's the golden age of comic books that we may never be able to reproduce in a mass market production of comic books anymore. So this idea of switching over to this format, if we're keeping high quality, great storytelling, and I'm not talking woke Marvel stories, I'm talking really good storytelling here. If we keep that in place, shouldn't we embrace it? Shouldn't we look at a new method in order to keep the strong message of these comic book stories? It was recently just announced that Jim Lee, the publisher of DC Comics, said DC comic books is a cornerstone of who they are, and that's going to continue. My hunch is we're going to see a change moving away from paper and a big push towards the digital. Now, for me, I would actually even read more comic books than I do now moving to digital on one condition: the price. Paying $3.99 American for a comic book and $3.99 American for a digital comic book, it's not happening. You can't charge, and in my case here in Canada, you can't charge $5.49. $5.49. You can't charge that for a digital comic book when at the end of the day, I'm not going to own something. I'm not going to have something in my hands that I can own. You got to go down to 99 cents. Just like when Apple first started selling singles and we were all just clicking one song at a time, 99 cents, 99 cents, 99 cents, 50-cent specials, things like that, 2 for 1, whatever. But you get people reading comic books on their digital device. It's inexpensive, a great way to introduce more and more people to read, and then maybe even subscription based, right? $10 a month, the whole Netflix, $9.99 a month, unlimited access to 50,000 comic books from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Maybe not just the new stuff. Get people reading these old classic stories in a very affordable way. The technology's there. It's already all set up. We just need to see a shift in this. So, do we love the method more than we love the mission? I'm a big believer in loving the mission. It's what I do in my profession, in my role as a pastor, and it's what I would love to actually see in the comic book industry. We should love these characters so much. We should love these stories so much that we want to see those stories and those characters continue, to see more and more people enjoy those stories, enjoy those characters. So we can't be so concerned with the method of getting these stories out there. I think it's time to make the change. I'd be very curious to what you think about this. Is it time to move away from this and embrace more and more of this? Would love to know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, I so appreciate each and every one of you that are a part of the community here. So appreciate you when you subscribe, like, and comment. It means the world to me. Until the next video, God bless you, and we look forward to talking to you again in the next video. God bless.